Good morning, everyone. I'm Edelshay Atienza. Today, I'll be discussing my topic, which is about developmental and social factors. So please be with me, and I'll try to explain it to the best way I can, and I hope you can learn something from me. So, let's get started. Learner-centered psychological principles. So what is learner-centered? Learner-centered, it is the perspective that focuses the individual learner's heredity, perspectives, backgrounds, experiences, capacities, talents, and their interests. So why is it important? So it is important for it uses interactive strategies to engage students and help develop their skills in decision making, problem solving, and teamwork. There are 14 learner-centered principles, and it was divided into 4 factors. First is the cognitive and metacognitive. It deals with the thinking and reasoning of the learners. Second, motivational and affective, which was reported by Kim Louie. Third is developmental and social, which is my report. And the last one is individual difference, which will be tackled by the next reporter. At this moment, let's go on to my report, which is developmental and social factors. Principle 10 and Principle 11 are the parts of developmental and social factors. So Principle 10 states that developmental influence on learning. As individuals develop, they encounter different opportunities and experiences different constraints for learning. As we grow older, diha na ta ang learning is nag-start na siya og ka grow up sad. Nagka-develop na sad siya from this level hantod nagpataas and we keep on learning. So di ba pagkabata na to is kuan, di ta kabalo mo basa, di pa ta kabalo mo suwat, di pa ta kabalo mo count of numbers. But then nga iniskwela na ta sa preschool, sa middle school, hantod na abot ta sa college is our learning is growing up sad. Kabalo na ta mo suwat, kabalo na ta mo add, mo minus, and even kabalo na ta sa mga kuan, kabalo na ta mo himo og mga essay, mga poems, mga inana. But then there are constraints. So what is constraints? So constraints, these are the limitations or restrictions or mga hadlang sa ato ang pag-learn. Diba, kabalo na ta mo suwat, kabalo na ta mo basa. But then, kanang, diba, kanang sa sign language, diba, di pa kay ta, ako, di ko kabalo ana, then, siguro, some of you is kabalo ana, some of you sad is dili, like, katurang mga simple gestures ra nga, like, okay, like unsa ng mga ana-ana. So diba, there is limitado lang ang ato ang pag-learn, pero we can learn kung maningkamot jud ta nga makabalo ana. But then muna ang giingon ang time constraints kay because of wala kay tay oras is lack of time nga maka-learn ta ana munang naay hadlang sa ato ang pagkabaloan ng siya. Pero if willing jud kay ka, you need to find ways jud no. Ana man jud na kapag gusto may paraan, pero ayaw may dahilan. Constraints also means it is something that prevents us from learning. So examples will be tackled in the next slides. Learning is most effective when differential development within and across physical, intellectual, emotional, and social domains is taken into account. Example is when you are not feeling good, you are ill. So even though that was your favorite subject, you cannot focus kay imong ginahuna. Imong lawas wala sa may kondisyon. So di ka ka-focus kay sakit sa kuntian oy, akong ulo, labad akong ulo sa inana. And intellectual when you are problematic in your home because of some personal issues. So when you step in the classroom, you should set aside all your worries, your negativities. So in that way, you can focus on the discussions because night times nga ato gyud hunahuna is wala sa discussion to sa laing butang, which is very wrong kay ang learning is naapektuhan ana. Sa emotional, have you tried losing someone you loved? Diba kanang ang feeling gani is super ka down, kanang night times nga di ta kadawat, nana din usahay gani tungod sa tong mga nasinating kasakit kagulanon is mura tag mawadan og hope gani nga to study hard, to study well nga murag napabayaan na nato tong pag-eskwela kay kapuya wa na bitaw si kuan murag down super na jud kay ka down nga wa na kay you don't care about your studies na you missed all the activities di nagi ka mosulod so inana. And social is example is when you are not bate with someone or one of your classmates inya na timing pa jud nga nagka-group mates mo inya na jud na tendency nga magka-oppose mo or magkalalisay mo kay lagi naamoy kuang duha something duha nga nagkalalis pa mo, you're not into good relationship inya maka-affect jud na siya sa inyong grupo sa iyong group task kay dili na mo mag-share di na mo magpaminaway something ana gani din basta na tendency inana nga madaot ang inyuhang learning. So it is really important to maintain good relationship to our classmates, friends, teachers, schoolmates, and to everyone around us so that there is a unity, a peace in every actions that we are going to do. Mao ni giingon sa developmental nga dapat these 4 aspects, physical, emotional, social, and intellectual, should be in a good condition so that we learners could focus on the teacher while discussing. Kay ug dili gud ni siya if even one of these aspects nga wala sa maayong condition is maka-affect na ni siya sa atoang pag-learn. Individuals learn best when material is appropriate to their developmental level and is presented in an enjoyable and interesting way. Diba kita mga students is willing kayo ta maminaw samot na kung ang presentation sa teacher is very nice, kanang eye-catching kayo, like kanang ganing patan-awon ta og salida, diba kanang ganahan kita mo kuan jud nga kanang naay video clip nga ipatanaw sa teacher then after ana is usa pa siya mag-discuss kay mag-share ideas, diba nindot siya nga way interesting kayo siya gani kaysa nang katry jud mi na sa una nga ang teacher is while nagklase mi maglingkod ra siya sa teacher's table, magdala siya libro, maglingkod, magbasa, nahiyayaw-yayaw. Kami po ang mga estudyante is kanang wala aramurag ang uban is sigtabi, sig tulingi, sigtabi, sig pangatawa, sige katawan, sige pantanaw, inana gani kay ang teacher is inana ra wala gani fun nga kanang make other strategies to make the class more fun. At the same time, maka-learn sad ang mga students. So inana man gud is ang routine is boring. So ang mga students is di na ganahan maminaw kay ana ra gud bisag kamo, bisag ang teacher is maginanak kasi naka-try diri ginana, di ba? More naka-try mong guro tatanan kanang ma-under tag teacher nga inana, no? And I got to realize that as we become future teachers, we should also present in an interesting way to catch the attention of the learners. We need to have their attention so that they can learn something from us. Kaya if wala ang attention nila nato, tuas laing planeta or asa man galing na, is wadyo na sila makatunan. Even naglingkod na sila dia, pero ang ilang mind is out of the world na, out of the universe. So wadyo na sila ma-learn. So dapat is we need to make some strategies na nga kanang ganahan sila maminaw, nga kana sang malingaw sila at the same time, di lang as in lingaw-lingaw tanan, but most importantly is to learn, to have something to gain and to be kept. Principle 11. It states that social influences on learning. Learning is influenced by social interactions, interpersonal relations, and communication with others. In social interactions, we learn from their experiences, someone's experiences, their words, we get motivated. And another thing is it is very important to have social support kay kanaging naay tao nga masayop, usahay no atong katawan, or usahay gani sa uban is bugal-bugalan, pero dapat jud unta no kanang ma-feel sad nato ba ang unsay ma-feel atong nasayop nga tao, dapat gani is ato siyang i-encourage, ato siyang i-cheer nga okay, people do mistakes, pero laban lang, keep it up, padayon lang. Kay diha ta maka-learn. So it is very important nga let's support, let's help one another. So in that way, we could also learn from one another. And their personal relations. So it is a connection between two or more people. So there is a commitment. So example is your boyfriend or your girlfriend. So during in a relationship or even after a heartbreak, you've got to learn something, right? You learned how to stand in your own feet without depending on your partner, and you've learned many things, not to mention. So another is in your friends. So we should be wise in choosing our friends. Choose friends who would be able to shape you into becoming a better individual, not into someone who is bad, doing negative things into others and to yourself. So be with someone who can make you into a better version of yourself. Communication with others. So example is when we are talking to someone, then na siya yung word nga naingon nga wa ta kabalo, which is unfamiliar nato. So mangutana man jud ta nga what does word means. So siya pod is mo answer nga this word means chu chu chu. So mao pon. So ato pong utok is nag-process nga mo din ay meaning sa word. So natay nakatunan sa pag-communicate sa pag-communicate to others. Then pero we should always be careful sad sa mga to every words nga ato ang masulti sa atong katabi, because individuals are different from one another. If others are sensitive, others are not. Napoy mga strong, napoy mga fragile. So what about if naka-offend na ba na nila or naka-insult nga para nato is dili man. So muna, we should always be careful sa atong katabi. Before I end this report of mine, let me ask you a question. Does your developmental and social factors are in the good condition? Thank you for listening and watching, and I hope you have learned something from me. According to Fred Donaldson, children learn as they play. Most importantly, in play, children learn how to learn.